come here. Stop playing. Get in our video. Let's start again. Hi, I'm Scott.
And that's Bryn, and I'm Nelle.
And we're Gunpowder Fiction and Plot. And he's a nuisance.
He's the gunpowder. We love BookTube, so we made a playlist called We Love BookTube and filled it with all of our current favourite BookTube videos by our favourite BookTubers. So...
That's not to say if you're not on this list, you're not a favourite BookTuber. We actually there's 50 channels we're subscribed to, and we decided to only do 10 or something.
And yeah, this is just specific videos that have stood out to us in the last few weeks. So we thought we'd share with you who they are and why we love them, and I made a playlist so you can watch this video and then follow it up with all of the cool videos that we're recommending.
Alright, so the first video on the list is from Erin Go Read, and it's Not Enough Time to Read, Are You Sure? And Erin details how she fits more reading into her...
She really talks a lot about prioritization of how you spend your time and holding yourself accountable so that you're actually spending your time working towards the things that you want rather than wasting it elsewhere, I guess.
This sort of goes into some details of her private life as well, which I think is a bit interesting.
It was nice to get to know her a bit better through this video, I think.
And one of the things I really like about Erin that you don't really notice with a lot of people is, see this little display here? We don't change it. Maybe one book every now and then. She changes her whole display every video. And I find that cool because I always like to look in the background at what other people have in their bookshelf.
You've got a better eye for detail than I do, husband.
The next one on our list is...
I love this video. It's Lauren Wade's My All-Time Favourite Books. And she did this when she turned 30, which I don't know how long ago that was. Maybe she's still 30, I don't know.
But this is really the video that got you into BookTube, isn't it?
I really like this video. It's 30. She talked about 30 books, and I go back to it all the time when I'm like, oh, what do I want to read? Because of the 30 books, she mentioned all of my favourites in there somewhere. So it was good to find some. I feel that we have some shared taste. That's probably the major reason why she's on this list. But she's also makes good quality content. I enjoy watching her.
And she's one of the biggest channels on this.
Yeah,
list as well.
A lot of our list is newbie sort of people.
Next on the list is Plants and Paperbacks, and it is her 2020 New Year's goals for BookTube. And our dog is back. Speaking of dogs...
The reason I really like this video is her dog makes a cameo, and she's edited in her puppy's impressions of her goals and the video making process, and it's got an extra level of awesome, which is sort of what we expect from Brittany, to be honest.
Say hello to the camera.
And her dog is way more willing to participate.
Lots calmer.
Whereas ours just wants to run around and make noise.
Yeah, the moment we saw her first video of hers we watched, we knew she was somebody, I don't know, there was just something there, and we just knew she was somebody we wanted to follow.
Yeah, we don't share a lot of book taste though, I don't think. So I think it might be a case of Brittany introducing us to things on the edge of our radar, and hopefully we can introduce her to...
She reads a lot of fantasy. I quite like fantasy. So.
I like fantasy, but I don't actually read a lot of fantasy. So, unfortunately, she hasn't mentioned many books that I am super familiar with so far. The next BookTuber is, I think, one of the smartest people on BookTube. She's super clever. And her name is Jean from Bookish Thoughts. I love it when she talks about myths and references to myths and retellings of myths. She knows so many things.
But the video we're recommending, she's
it's completely not about that at all.
Talking about non-fiction and climate change.
No, it's not all non-fiction. There's some fiction titles in this video too, which I thought was really interesting. The video is called Climate Change and the Environment, and again, it was all climate-based titles, but not all non-fiction, so I thought that was interesting.
And I must get it, when I first saw Jen, I thought, oh, another person doing fantasy. I like fantasy, but it's a bit crowded, isn't it? And then when I watched a video of hers, I'm like, oh, she's doing fantasy different to everybody else doing fantasy. So if you like fantasy, but you want something a bit different.
Yeah, I also think she covers a good amount of classics and that sort of thing. I don't think she's a one genre booktuber.
And we like our booktubers to be diverse.
Because that's how we read.
Yeah. Next one on the list. This is my favourite little discovery. This is Paper Knot Books, and this is the most incredible video. It's 103 quotes from the books that she read last year. I thought that is the most amazing way.
I really like her use of quotes in her videos in general, but this one video is awesome. It's just quote after quote after quote, and choosing books by key quotes, I think is an awesome way to give recommendations.
I didn't think that one quote would tell me so much about a book, and it's just such a good video, such a simple video, and how can you get through 100 books in such a short period of time? So check that one out.
Our next one is fellow Aussie Bear Reads Books. I basically love all of Bear's videos. I really appreciate his evaluation style, and yeah, I feel like he's really even-handed with how he talks. A lot of us tend to get stuck in the negatives when we're talking about a book, even if it's a book that we've enjoyed. And I don't feel like Bear does that. I feel like he's quite even-handed.
Very good at balancing the positive.
He's really good about talking about what he enjoyed, and I think that not all booktubers are as good at describing that side of the ledger. But the video we've picked is his review of The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. And one of the reasons we picked that is because Scott sat there the whole time going, yes! Yes, I agree!
There's no point in me having an opinion now. You might as well just watch Bear's video. He's posted it.
I know, you should watch our video on Testaments too, because it's not really, it's not a review, it's
not a review,
a discussion.
It's a discussion of a point, yeah.
Also, we're awesome.
The next one is Drinking by My Shelf, Balancing the Books for January, and we've given her 2 books because she's just so incredible. Emma from Drinking by Myself, and Was Louise May Alcott Trans.
I really I like everything that Emma does, but we've picked these 2 videos. Her Balancing the Books is a really interesting way to sort of combine the TBR wrap-up basic videos that everyone does. I really like how she's sort of counting her books there, and it's a good video. But the absolute superstar, which we watched on Valentine's Day, was Louisa May Alcott Trans, was such a cracking discussion.
Also, anybody combining drinking and reading,
win.
That's good. One of her videos, she confessed to drunk reading and having to start the book again on the chapter again or something, and that quite amused me too.
Can relate.
The next one on the list is Scallydandling about the books, and Radiant about a novel from
Guinea.
So we did a geography tag, and then we found Scallydandling, and so we thought I read 20 or 30 books.
And Scallydandling has read nearly a book from nearly every country in the world. She's been focused on this little project for a while, I think, but she was excited in this video to get someone from Guinea on her list. I really like Roz. She's very eloquent, and I enjoy her insights. But I also enjoy that she's someone who's conscious of representation when she reads.
Yeah. The next one is Sean the Book Maniac, in other words. So if you guys don't know Sean the Book Maniac, he's the guy who started all those alphabet soup tag videos floating about.
Yeah, but he does, I think this is a series, it's the first one I've seen in other words, but the way he spoke in it, I think he's done a few like this, where he's talking about the etymology of words that are new to him in his reads. And I thought that it was a really fun, playful way to talk about language. And he said he had an etymological erection at one point during this video, and that's just tickled my fancy.
I think anybody who can sort of mention an erection and not make it seem seedy is pretty talented. Next on our list is Lost in Translation, Classics for Newbies is her video. She's probably the newest or the second newest. Paper Not Books is pretty new too. But yeah, super new. And she's done a video where she recommends classics for people who don't read classics. She's from Finland, and
she recommends a lot of she starts with Anna Karenina, which I'm not sure is a gateway drug for classics, but it is one of my favourite books. So I will...
It's clear she's picked Anna Karenina because she loves it.
Yeah.
Which is clearly endearing to you.
Yes, she's so passionate. And Dostoevsky is a number 2, which again, I'm chuffed to see someone else enjoying.
But it doesn't have to be a gateway for a 17, 19-year-old, that sort of age.
No, but I feel like people who are starting out in classics are often daunted by the difficulty level, and possibly if I was making a getting into classics video, I'd think about that aspect of it. And she's just come at it from a different angle. She's come at it from the books that she's most passionate about, and that's...
The next one on our list is Made with Books, childhood favourite books I loved when I was ...
I assume that means little.
Yeah. So this is Madeline. I think she's German. I'm actually not sure what her nationality is, but she has quite a cool accent on there.
She went to a book fair in Germany in one of her videos, so I think German is a safe assumption.
She also went to one in Bosnia, so...
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
She just reads some books that are so different to other people. She's insightful, she's smart. She's just another very good booktuber.
This video in particular is fun too because it's childhood books from a different culture, so they're different to what I read in Australia, I guess.
The last one on our list is Cynthia from the Personal Philosophy Project, and her video is Jane Austen, Irrelevant, the Philosophy of Jane.
Cynthia is sort of not doing too much booktubey type videos these days, but she's got a big back catalogue.
She still does some.
And I like her current videos as well.
Very smart, very erudite.
Yes, and this video on Jane is awesome. The amount of preparation she's put into this discussion, and it's great. If you haven't watched it, that is the one that you should watch. Out of all of these, it's very impressive.
Yeah, there's clearly just a stack of preparation done in that.
And I learnt heaps about Jane Austen that I didn't know, and it looks at it from a different angle, and it was all round an educational viewing, plus performed beautifully.
And it's the first video I've ever seen on BookTube where I'm just like, holy crap, that's amazing.
So that's a dozen or so videos that we think are freaking awesome, and we just thought we'd share with you.
Yeah. Is this something you guys like? Do you guys want us recommending a couple of other BookTube channels for you? Is that something that you find good?
I don't think it matters. I think we'll probably do it again.
Yeah.
This was fun.
We'd love you to give us your channels that you like in the comments.
Yes.
Please tell us who you like. Please smash that subscribe button. Please like this video. Please comment it on the post.
And follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, and Goodreads and all of the other places.
Yeah.
All right.
We want friends.
We do. Remember, ideas are powerful. They're more powerful than BookTube.